This is the Crookedrivercast, and who's that? Well, that's Rob and Tom, the two guys trying to keep track of what is going on in the great state of Ohio. This is show 66 for the week of June 22nd, 2026. Another week has gone by. Let's see what we got going on. In the morning this morning.
In the morning.
There we go. Now I just screwed up this week. All right. So, in the morning. Let's go this morning. Another week, another show. But this week might be, well, I think I may have done something. Some may call stupid. Others may call nostalgic, or I don't know what they would call it. But I've been saving up a little bit and on the lookout for an amp.
Oh, no. You did it, huh?
Kind of, sort of.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, look, I want to find something nice. I want something oldish. I want the old Ampeg stuff. We talked about this, I think.
Oh, yeah. That's the good stuff.
Good stuff. So I found, I'm just taking my time. I want to find something nice. So all of a sudden one day I'm like, what about Facebook Marketplace?
Facebook Marketplace is a pretty good place.
Yeah.
For, if you know what you're looking for.
Yeah. So I'm looking around there and I see this. Somebody's got 2 Ampeg cabs on for sale.
Mm-hmm.
Like 40 minutes from my house. I started looking at them. Looking up online. It was a really good deal.
Good.
Yeah, it was a really good deal. There's 2. So it's a 410 cab.
Nice. Yeah. The classic is the 810s, but
yes. And then it was paired with a 115.
that's a good combination.
That's what I started reading. I'm like, why would it, so a lot of guys on the forums were saying, well, 410 can be a little thin. So if you marry it with a 115, then it fills in and you got lots of, I was like, oh, perfect. So basically I think I paid about half as much as I should have, because they were about, for both of them, you can go online and depends, but
they're definitely real.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The serial numbers and everything. Yeah, I got them here.
Yeah.
They were made 2002. And that was in 2006 is when Ampeg was sold to Yamaha.
Oh, good.
So these are pre-Yamaha. These are the quasi-original. I mean, it's not the original. Original Ampeg, they only had the company for like 4 or 5 years before they sold it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The original 2 guys who started it. Yeah, I watched the 5-amp world a couple of times on Ampeg. That guy's got a great channel. But I mean, up until late 70s, up until 2000, it was basically owned by the same company. So it's all fun and games until you try to take them and put these cabs in your basement.
Oh, I remember carrying those around.
That 410 cab is like 85 pounds.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what did I just do? Oh, crap.
I played with the bass player that had the 810s. And
the 810s.
If we had a second floor gig, man, he would just top over, and if you want to call it, would just kind of roll it up the stairs.
Yeah, those are, I think they said in the 5-watt world show is like 150 pounds.
Yeah, they were crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was able to do it, but it I don't know why he didn't ask for help, but
that's why they're always so beat up too.
Yep. Yeah. His looked like it went through a war, but
yeah. I got him sitting over here stacked up. So
that's awesome. Did you get a head yet?
No.
Okay, so you're just building something.
I did buy a head though. But
you did?
I went with a one of their newer Venture series. These are solid state amps. Oh, don't me because it's not a tube amp. I'm looking for one, but here's and this is kind of why I brought it up. Here's my issue with the tube amp.
Okay.
First of all, the ones you want, either you're going to get a new one.
Yeah,
the Heritage one, because the Heritage one has 2 inputs, one for like a early 70s, one for like a late 80s or something. Because it kind of changed a little bit.
Sure.
$4,000.
Right.
But a used one. So if I want to get one from the 70s, you're talking $2,500, which again is not the biggest issue because I'll just wait and save up for it. But I'm not buying a 40-plus-year-old piece of equipment sight unseen from across the country as they ship it. I feel that's
buying
weird.
an amp is tough.
If I can't hear it, play with it, and touch it, I don't think I'm going to buy it.
It depends what you're buying it for. Are you collecting? Or, I mean, like, I don't know. You know,
it's no. I have no reason for it, as you obviously know. I have no reason to have that. And what I want the 300-watt. You know, because they make a 50, they make a 25, they make 100. No, I want the original. I want the OG 300-watt.
Mm-hmm. You just keep an eye on.
For no reason at all.
Keep an eye on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
You could actually. I think you can save a search.
Yeah.
On there.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and just have it. You know, it'll come up when it happens. There's a couple of vintage guys around in Northeast Ohio that put stuff up almost every day. So sometimes it's, you know, nothing that's I wouldn't consider like worthy of collecting, but there are good stuff. There are good things. I mean, they just posted something I wish I had the cash for right now. It was just a little bit more than I want to spend on something right now, but it was gosh darn it, there was a couple. It was an amp. It was a vintage amp in 1963 Princeton that I was like, oh, I want one of those.
Anything from back then's got to be good. I wasn't really even looking to buy. It popped up, and I'm like, well, shoot. I mean, I looked online and started looking at what each of these cabs cost, and it's about as much as what I paid for both of them. I'm like, well, I might as well just get them.
That's good. Yeah.
And I was going back and forth. Do I want a 410? Do I want a 115? Now I have both.
That's the one cool thing about Marketplace is that you could find a lot of good deals on stuff like that if you know what to look for, because there are a lot of scammers too.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful, especially with guitars, because it's easy to find a duplicate and call, you know, like let's say you're looking for a Gibson Les Paul. So there's a lot of copies out there that if you don't know what to look for, they're
really good.
Yeah.
Really good. He had pictures of the back serial numbers and everything on it, so I was able to actually look it up and see, you know, when they were made, what kind of, all that kind of stuff. So he's selling his dad's, a lot of his dad's equipment. He's starting to play bass, this guy, and his dad passed away a couple years ago. So it was cool. He's got a lot. He had the setup I wanted. He had the I want the 810, but he had that whole setup. I'm like, they didn't ask him how much he wanted for it.
Oh, he had the 810?
He showed me a picture of what he had left in a room, and it's just a room pack. He's got there's like 30 basses in there, plus a bunch of amps and stuff and cabs.
Yeah,
and
somebody's going to be doing that with my stuff someday.
Yeah. So it was pretty cool. I was started. Now I can't wait to. So yeah, I found a used Venture 300-watt head.
That's an Ampeg head?
Ampeg Venture series, yeah. They came out there a few years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. So I figured I'd just get me going, you know, that'll be good. Plus, you know, those big ones, they have fans on them, and they're kind of, they're loud. I mean, not loud because on the stage, because you have a 810 cab, but you don't usually hear it. But anyway.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
But for a studio, for in your house, people complain that you just hear a fan.
Yeah, okay.
A loud fan.
Oh, your studio's not right either then.
Well, I mean, home. If you're at home, they were saying. In the studio, you won't notice it because you could put it in a different room, right?
Right.
Is that what you're saying? Yeah. But for home, they're saying that especially, and that's what started that. I was looking at that little stack that micro, and everybody's complaining it's a great app except for the fan.
Oh, that's got a fan?
Yeah. That's why I was like, a solid state, it's got a fan? What the heck? Or they just try to be nostalgic and put a fan in it to make it.
Yeah, that is weird. I wouldn't have ever dreamt of that. Jeez.
Yeah. That's why it deterred me from getting it. And so anyway, I could go on, but let's get to the news. Let's get to the news because, you know, it's.
Pardon me?
It's the news. I said because you know it's the news and there's always great stuff happening. And I guess we found out when Tulsi's last day is.
Yeah,
and that was Friday.
It already happened.
Yeah, that was last Friday.
Yeah,
because she dropped one last video. She was like Steve Jobs. She said, "Oh, one more thing." And
I was hoping for more, but this is a good one.
This is pretty good. This is
it's everything it's everything we suspected.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's hear. I got a couple. I cut it up a little bit because it's a 5-minute video. I got a couple minutes from each from it. Let's hear what she has to say. This is Tulsi on Fauci. or not. Oh, that's why.
Before the COVID pandemic, Dr. Fauci, as head of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, provided millions in U.S. taxpayer dollars to fund dangerous gain-of-function research on bat coronaviruses at the Wuhan Institute of Virology, work which is now widely viewed as the source of the unintentional lab leak that sparked the pandemic. Now, in support of President Trump's maximum transparency mandate, today, on my final day as Director of National Intelligence, I'm releasing never-before-seen communications and documents that expose exactly how Fauci worked with politicized career leadership in the intelligence community to suppress the truth about his actions, the virus's lab leak origins, and his role in directing U.S. funding for this dangerous research that caused immeasurable harm and countless lost lives. Now, these documents expose Fauci's direct role in influencing and manipulating IC assessments on COVID-19 and how Fauci lied to Congress in 2024 when under oath, he denied knowledge of or participation in discussions with intelligence officials about viral research. We also received testimony from multiple intelligence community whistleblowers who reported retaliation for challenging the intelligence community's manipulation of intelligence on the virus's origins. Once again, revealing a clear pattern of suppressing dissent, silencing critics, and burying the truth.
Yes, burying the truth. And I'm just realizing, did I not pull over a clip from Fauci? Uh-oh. Yeah, so Tulsi saying, here it is. See if I can still sneak it in here. So Tulsi saying, I mean, all the, like you said, all the things that we were saying early on in like late 2020, I think, was it? That we were talking about this stuff started coming out?
Once the first couple of months, once he started getting into the media more and saying stupid stuff like 2 masks are good.
I think no, we don't need a mask. And then a week later, you need masks. And then a few weeks later, 2 masks.
There was too many flip-flopping things. It was almost like he would say the truth and then he'd get, I guess maybe the left started slapping him back, and then he would come and kind of change his comments. If I remember right. I mean, it's been a while now.
I do have another clip from Tulsi, but let's hear from a little montage of Fauci in front of Congress. Let's see what he had to say, because he was quite clear. Quite clear.
The NIH has not ever and does not now fund gain of function research in the Wuhan Institute.
We now know that a bat coronavirus was enhanced in a lab. The National Institutes of Health acknowledged that it funded research of a virus that was studied at the Wuhan Institute of Virology. The experiment unexpectedly, we're told, made a bat coronavirus more contagious than the original naturally occurring
You take an animal virus and you increase its transmissibility to humans.
Right.
You're saying that's not gain of function?
Yeah, that is correct. And Senator Paul, you do not know what you are talking about, quite frankly. And I want to say that officially. You do not know what you are talking about.
They took animal viruses that only occur in animals and they increased their transmissibility to humans. How you can say that is not gain of function?
It is not. What we're talking about now is the gain of function research in studies that increase predominantly the transmissibility as well as pathogenesis and alteration of host range of the virus. Somebody is lying here, Senator. It is you. I'd have to laugh at that. I should be prosecuted.
Oh, he was dodging that so badly.
So I asked Google, define gain of function research. Gain of function research refers to medical and biological studies that genetically alter an organism, often a virus or bacteria, to give it new or enhanced abilities, while it can encompass artificial or cellular modification in virology. It typically involves enhancing a pathogen's transmissibility, virulence, or host range. Pretty simple. Arrogant.
Yeah, you know what? Pool Boy did a pretty good job on describing what Fauci was doing when Rand Paul was questioning him.
Yeah,
he would.
I saw that.
Oh, Tim Pool would always say, yeah. He would say, no, we're not doing gain of function, and then give a definition of what they're doing. But basically, it was kind of like, do you have a door on your house?
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't have a door on my house. I have a wooden plank that hangs on hinges.
It has a knob
with a
on it.
mechanism that you turn to open and close. It's not a door.
So he would say, we're not doing gain of function research. What we're doing is we're enhancing the architectural and cellular modifications in virology, and typically involves enhancing.
Basically, that's what he was doing, and it's like the news just was not. I guess reporters, the fake news just was not reporting it that way.
And then, so we'll go on to how he did this. This is what Tulsi is saying in this clip here.
Dr. Fauci's close relationships with the intelligence community enabled him to assume three key roles that shield him
40
from
years
scrutiny.
In government.
First, Dr. Fauci funded dangerous gain-of-function coronavirus research linked to Big Pharma and their pursuit of universal vaccines worth trillions of dollars. Second, Dr. Fauci was the behind-the-scenes advisor who, alongside his hand-picked so-called experts, pushed the intelligence community to endorse a natural animal origin to hide his dangerous gain-of-function research that he funded using taxpayer dollars, all of this in a deliberate attempt to cover up the truth and shift the blame and attention away from Fauci's own actions. Third, Dr. Fauci became the nation's pandemic pundit, and he publicly pushed lies, disinformation, and censorship using every platform available. Now, according to hundreds of reviewed emails, which are included in this release, the intelligence community almost always incorporated Fauci's recommendations.
Huh. Yeah, that was when he's getting on TV saying, you don't need a mask. Now you need a mask.
Yeah.
Know what 3 masks is better.
He'd laugh and say, no, you only need 1 mask. And then like a day later, 2 masks makes sense.
Why not?
Just stupid.
Shalom.
You know what? I went to a concert this past a couple of nights ago.
Oh, okay.
And it was at Kane Park, which is in Cleveland Heights, which is a great place to see a show.
Yeah, I heard they're bringing a lot of shows back there. Sure.
Good. I haven't been there, and it's been probably 25 years since the last time I was there. And it's in Cleveland Heights, so after I drove past a couple of rainbow intersections.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
I found the park, and it's kind of cool because it's kind of set in a neighborhood. And there's a lot of locals apparently that work there. And I saw a girl there working at the bar that was wearing a mask. A young girl who's probably when that all started, all she's been hearing is that Trump is Hitler and, Republicans are evil or something. Still wearing a mask. Perfectly healthy young lady.
Yeah, the closest liquor store to my house, the chicken, I mean, she's younger than me. She's probably in her 30s, early 30s, maybe late 20s, early 30s. She wears a mask and has not taken, every time I've gone in there in the last 5 years.
Yeah. I see one at Home Depot in my neighborhood too. It's crazy, man. This guy has ruined lives.
Yes. I have PTSD for masks. I have a buddy at work that he came in wearing one the other day, which I was like, what? But he's kind of going through a little thing right now called cancer. So I said, I even questioned him about the lunch. I said, hey, why are you wearing that? He goes, well, the doctors are saying anything will help. I was like, okay. He goes, yeah, I know. He's like, but large droplets, that kind of stuff. He's like, I'm immunely compromised now. So they're saying, try to do anything you can to.
That makes sense.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, it's not going to catch everything, but it will catch like large stuff. Somebody spitting in my face and stuff like that. He's like, anything will help right now at this point. So I was like, yeah, there's a reason to wear one.
Yeah.
So, but for the perfectly healthy,
when you're not a perfectly healthy young adult.
So
it's like some kind of signaling. It's like, I am not Republican or MAGA or whatever. It's just a weird thing, man.
Yeah, it's a virtue signal. Look at me. I'm being safe. I care about you.
We're literally 5 years past the probably the worst part of the pandemic, if you want to call it that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
So hopefully, all I want for Christmas is Fauci in chains. Can we start a song like that? All I want for Christmas is Fauci in a jail cell. I want him perp walked in an orange suit somewhere in America, please. This guy needs to be hung up. I think the quote, what was the post I put up? He should be hung up by his very small and insignificant scrotum. And,
I'd like to see him as some of the beagles that he tortured.
Yeah, so let's put his head in. What would they put their heads into a box full of like fleas or something?
I forget what kind of insect it was, but it just ate the
mosquitoes or something. Yeah,
it could have been mosquitoes. It would basically it ate the dog's face.
Yeah. Yes. And nobody seemed to care. PETA didn't seem to have an outrage about that. I don't remember. I don't recall seeing them protesting. Well, but if we want to eat beef, definitely going to protest. So let's see what this comes up of it. I'm not going to hold my breath, to be honest with you. I'm not, because just it's the way things go. He was in government for 40 plus years. He's got friends in high places.
The first thing they need to do is actually remove the pardon. It was a blanket pardon for the last 10 years.
It was an auto pen pardon.
Yes. So they need to take that to court and remove that, and then they can go after him. But will they? Hell no.
No, probably not. I don't know if you'll be able to get anybody to. I don't know.
He was in there for 50 years. There's no way.
The legal aspects to the pardon thing, I'm not sure what they can actually do.
No, I think they can, because it was Rand Paul posted something. He's like, this was unconstitutional because they didn't specify what crimes. It was just kind of like a blanket pardon for the last 10 years. So it doesn't specify any crimes. And it was signed by AutoPen. So did Biden even know about it? It could have just been the administration doing that.
I mean, I think we know the answer to that.
Yeah, no, we do. But I'm just saying there's a way. I think if they really wanted to, they could go after that.
How do you pardon somebody who hasn't committed a crime, in your opinion? And, how does Biden, a president, anybody pardon somebody who has, how can you, the definition of pardoning is like, abolishing or expunging their crime. Well,
I would have respected them more if they said, yeah, we pardon him for lying to Congress, than just a blanket.
Yeah. It's like, for me, legally, that's crazy, because I don't know, maybe it's not, I'm making sense of it, but he's like, like you said, it's not a door. It's like, we're pardoning you for doing nothing. It's okay. Okay. We're just in case. It's just crazy. Anyway.
Yeah,
so we'll see.
Case, sure.
We'll see what comes of it. But again, don't hold your breath.
That one, considering it was signed by AutoPen, just sounds like Fauci called somebody up and said, hey, can you do this?
Yeah. I think what we're finding out is most of the pardons were AutoPen pardons, except for, conveniently Hunter's apparently wasn't.
Well, that's probably the only one he knew about.
Probably. All right. So we'll keep an eye on it again. See who takes over for Tulsi and see how they run with this.
Oh yeah, did they ever say who will be? Oh yeah, they did. They're trying to get that. They just kicked him. They just kicked him out of it, and now he put him back in.
Yeah.
It starts with a P, right?
Oh,
I forget. Yeah.
Dude. Anyways, new director is Bill Holt.
Yeah,
assumed
Holt,
the acting.
yeah.
He's acting director.
Right. Congress.
Jay Clayton. President Trump has selected Jay Clayton as his nominee for a permanent position. Clayton's.
And I think he went back to Holt because of, maybe we should bring that up some other time because I don't have all the details here.
Yeah, they didn't like it because they say he doesn't have any experience. So whatever. Okay. Let's keep moving. So next we have the next national story, I guess, would be that everybody's probably chewing on is we've got an agreement signed. The peace deal, in quotes, because it's really not a peace deal yet. It's a memorandum. Memorandum of, what they calling it? Memorandum of understanding, which is the first steps of a peace deal.
It's already on the skids.
Something happened this morning or yesterday that I didn't see?
Yesterday.
What happened yesterday?
Well, okay,
let's go through this. A 14-point text of the Islamabad Memorandum of Understanding, and it was read to reporters by a senior administration official. It's got 14 points. Obviously, we're not going to go through all of them. A couple of big ones are they're going to remove sanctions. And, obviously sign is immediately and permanent termination of military operations on all fronts, including Lebanon, which is a big sticking point for Israel, I think. Everybody's going, you can't tell Israel what to do. Actually, we can and we do. That's why we give them so much money, so we can control them. Sovereignty, a bunch of stuff about Lebanon. To basically, Israel and Lebanon need to stop fighting. But hopefully, without the support from Iran, Lebanon won't be able to attack. That's kind of the whole point. Is their proxies need to stop too, as well as ours do, which is Israel. Bunch of stuff here. Just go through it if you really want to know. We got Ohio Press Network story. There's a couple different ones out there. We kind of actually go through point by point. I think one of the biggest sticky points is people are pissed because Trump's giving him $300 billion. Oh my God, that's worse than Obama. Yes. Well, speaking of Pool Boy, he broke it down pretty simply. Like, yeah, this is what we do. It's called liberal world order or whatever. What was it called? I forgot.
It's a new world
order or whatever. This we give you money. Now we have our boot on your neck, and it's not going to be America's money. It's the International Monetary Fund is going to give them the money. That way, the UN boot is on their head,
right,
on their neck. That's just what we do. I don't know if people have noticed. This is kind of you either take our foreign aid or we throw you out of office or kill you. It's just kind of how it works.
Well, I think we got what we wanted. We killed the entire leadership. 40, 50 people? So now, it makes sense. Anyways, yesterday, it's actually about 23 hours ago. We didn't meet out of desperation. Iran did. They are finished. We'll play out the 60 days. They get no money, not 10 cents. So I guess there was some scuttle about something or other. And that's what So I think hopefully the oil prices keep coming down.
They have been, as long as that.
I saw yesterday. Yesterday they ticked up just a little bit, just a tiny bit.
So if you're interested in what else there is in there, check out the article because there's a bunch of stuff in there. I'm just trying to make sure there's nothing else. I think the biggest complaint everybody has is the money, and I'm like $300 billion for reconstruction, economic development of the Islamic Republic of Iran. Finalized part of the deal within 60 days. All required licenses, waivers, and permissions needed would be granted by the United States of America. So it's under negotiation. We'll see how this plays out, I guess. I don't know what more there is to say about it.
We signed a deal with terrorists. It'll work out great.
Yeah, I guess we'll just keep killing them until someone agrees to the deal. I mean,
exactly.
It is regime change.
It's not even regime change. That's the thing. It's still the same regime. It's just, we took out 50 of their top people.
Yeah, I'm not sure what else. I mean, besides troops on the ground, that's about all you can do.
Yep. And let's
keep bombing.
Not do that.
What? Oh, let's not
troops
get
on the ground.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think that's even in the cards. I think the next step was taking that Karg Island to their port.
Right.
That would have been. I think troops on the ground. That would have been probably not great, but I guess we shall see. Hopefully, they can get this deal signed and don't have. Again, not holding my breath. Let's see. Oh, and on the I skipped. I didn't even put that. Oh, I'm such a bonehead. Well, I'll pull it over now. So I was going to put in an article on it, but you have it in your notes. Here it is. Tom's notes. And that is, oh yeah. So I thought we'd mention this, but of course I didn't put it in I'll put it in the show notes, but United States, as through all this commotion, what's going on with Tulsi and Iran and, I don't know, the reflecting poll in DC, which is extremely important, apparently. We bombed a cartel member in Venezuela. Is that right? Yeah, Venezuela.
Yeah. Top guy.
Apparently the infamous leader of Tren de Aragua. And what was this? Did they say his name in here? Doesn't matter because he's dead. We bombed his house, supposedly killed him. Strangely enough, Venezuela didn't have a problem with it.
Nino Guerrero.
Guerrero. There it is. Oh, it was right before you.
Yeah.
Nino Guerrero, the infamous leader. So just thought we'd throw that out there because I think most people missed that because I did. I saw a little bit of it and then I saw your post that you had shared with that. So that's, kind of a message to Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
That's what a lot of people are saying. Hey,
I guess so. Yeah.
This is what you have to deal with. Let's, work with us or you can work against us. And this is not the guy that you should be working against, I guess. This is the biggest thing because he's very transactional, if anyone's ever noticed. Anything else about that? I guess that's about it.
No, it was just funny because nobody even mentioned it.
No, there wasn't even barely even covered.
Oh, you just pulled it in and I just pulled it into notes.
Oh, good. We have a double noted. We definitely can't miss it. All right. Moving on. Let's hit some, before we hit some Ohio stuff here, it's funny because I flagged this too. And before I can get in the notes, you had it in your notes.
Oh, no kidding. Okay.
Yeah, it's funny. So this is, let's see. Let me pull this up here and make sure. Yeah, here it is. Who is this guy? It says Marin County Sheriff Billy Woods. He explodes on reporters. And man, this happens all the time. And I'm so glad. I want this guy to be my sheriff. Mostly.
This is like a real sheriff.
Yes.
The kind you would vote for. The kind I would vote for sure.
Which is what they do in Florida, I believe, which is probably why he's there.
Yeah. Well, they do here in Ohio, except for Cuyahoga.
Cuyahoga County. Now, I should have contrasted the Cuyahoga County sheriff to this guy, but let's see what he has to say. Yeah, it would have been great. So they're at a press conference. Apparently, they found some sex offenders. Yeah. They're having a press conference on busting some sex offenders. Mm-hmm. And as usual, the media gets bored with questioning and wants to talk about something else. And here's the exchange.
For the Attorney General and Colonel Howes, if we're able to ask a couple off-topic questions, specifically about the wrongful arrest of Lindsay Isaacs in Volusia County. I understand that she and her criminal attorney met with your office, Mr. Uffmeyer, just a couple days ago. How did that meeting go? And do you think that Lindsay Isaacs deserves an apology? And what's the status of those two FHP troopers that are named in the civil lawsuit?
All right, so you just pissed me off. Now, I'll let him decide if he's going to answer your question. But all this shit, you want to ask him about some other case? We're talking about children. Now, if you're getting that from one of your people that typically is behind the phones that y'all have, wants you to ask that question, tell them to have the gonads to come here and ask me that question. That is what you need to be focused on.
To be fair, we did ask about that. And
it doesn't make a difference. I'm not here to talk about what FHP did. I'm here to talk about what they did, nothing else. Let's get that abundantly clear because it happens. It happens to this poor man all the time. You want to go off on a tangent. This press conference is solely for those pieces of shit that are right there.
Yeah.
Are we clear?
We're totally clear. We're so clear.
He handled it.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
Yes, and then you have a comment here. This press conference is solely for these pieces of shit right here. It says they were announced 58 arrests from Operation Bad Habits, a week-long sting where detectives posed as children aged 7 to 15 to catch online predators, including teachers, coaches, and parents.
And that guy's trying to pull that. It's like, geez.
Even talking about the wrongful arrest. Shut it.
They should quietly put his name on the list.
Yes. So that was worth it. I liked it. That was good. I was like, oof, gotta put this in the show. And then I'm like, oh, Tom already has it. Cool. All right. So I got my my stuff's all messed up now. Here we go. Okay. So next we have, we had a fight, Tom.
A fight?
Yeah, we had a UFC fight over the weekend. Yeah, we talked about it a little bit last week and all the hoopla over it. I thought first, before we got into the how Ohio it was involved, how Ohio got itself involved in the UFC fight. I thought we would play a highlight from the. Here's what I thought was the highlight of the show, of the event.
Okay.
And here we got Josh, I think Hakic is his name. Let's hear what he has to say after the concert. Or after
Lastly, Michelle Obama is a man. Am I right, America?
I thought that was hilarious.
It did too. I think he posted somewhere I saw like, oh, it's okay to call this person a Nazi and this person's a racist and this person's a homophobe, but don't call him a man. That's just.
He actually responded, because people were calling him Melania an escort, and
that was the thing. Yeah, Melania is an escort.
Yeah, so it's kind of just shut up.
Yeah,
I mean, it was tacky, but sometimes tacky is just fun.
It was funny, and I don't know. The reaction is telling. Let's put it that way. It's telling. Anyway, so before we got into that,
there's still no pictures of her pregnant.
Good point.
It is weird, right?
Mm-hmm. Very weird. Very weird. What do you think? Do you think? Go ahead.
Oh, I like those videos of her that make it look like she has something dangling. I don't really because that could be whatever. Like, I don't know, but it is weird that there's no pictures of her ever pregnant.
I don't need any of that stuff. I just need I think there's a video or picture of them kayaking or something. And she's in the front.
She's in the front?
Which is where the strongest person should go. I think
she's definitely stronger than him.
Oh my God, her arms. And I mean, I'm sorry, if you put her in the right light, she does not look very female to me. That doesn't mean she's not. I just saying, like, she's taller than Barack. She's bigger than Barack.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I just love the troll. I don't really care if she is or if she isn't, but I think it's hilarious that everybody.
Oh, I care if she is a guy.
So much fun.
Because we got, my goodness, we got the wool pulled over our eyes for many years.
Yeah, well,
or did we?
I mean, if that's yes, I see what you're saying, but I guess on the grand scheme of things, the wool putting full of our eyes on that is minor compared to whatever. I mean, we just talked about Fauci, right? So,
did Joan Rivers know something?
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I know. I should have pulled the clip.
Should have pulled that clip. Yeah. Totally.
Yeah. She told news that she was. I don't know where she was going, but kind of stopped in the street and she said,
"Yeah."
She said Michelle Obama's a man.
She was getting out of her car.
Yeah, something.
I remember the video. It's in my head.
And then she's dead like 3 days later.
Yeah, convenient.
5 days. Something like that.
Let us know what you think about Michelle Obama's gender. Send us an email, crookedrivercast@gmail.com. Check out the website, crookedrivercast.com. We got the blog there. Drops every Monday when the show drops, and you can follow along. Check out the stories. shoot us an email about any shenanigans you have in your area. We'd love to hear about it. We do occasional emails about people, things that we miss, very local stuff, which is very cool. So keep it coming. We will sometimes just hold on to those and compile them for a bigger story. So don't be discouraged. But yes, shoot us your emails, shoot us your feedback, let us know how we're doing, and share the show. Leave a comment if you don't mind. Tell your friends. We really would appreciate it. All right, moving along. UFC. What's Ohio's connection? Well, there was a terror plot. I don't know if anybody heard. And
you know what? It's funny. Like I don't know what they did on regular news, on mainstream news, what they said about it. Even my mom knew about it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I was sitting down with them for dinner and she brought it up and I was like, oh, wow. They must have talked about it on, local news.
Yeah, I have a clip here. Let's check it out. This is actually Fox 8 Cleveland, but I think
okay.
I don't know if it's their local or they're pulling it through the networks. I don't recognize the guy, but
okay.
It could be a weekend, So here is Fox 8, the connection, the Ohio connection, because we're number one. Yes, everything started in Ohio.
The FBI is expecting to make more arrests in connection with an alleged terror plot at the UFC fight on the White House lawn over the weekend. And now we're learning that the whole case started in Ohio. 19-year-old Tyson Proper of Franklin County was the first person arrested. Police say they were contacted by his parents who were concerned that he was planning to go to D.C. and meet up with people he met online for what he called a mission, and that he recently spent $3,000 on a new shotgun, a rifle, lots of ammunition, along with other items. Proper has agreed to stay in jail while his case plays out.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get spanked by his mommy / roommate. So he
did blab to his mom a little bit too much. I mean, if you're planning something like this.
I mean, what are the other items that he purchased? I'd like to know what those are. But they did arrest more.
It looked like, I'm sorry, I missed it on the audio there, but he bought 2 guns, a rifle and a shotgun, and a lot of ammo, extra magazines, ballistic plates, and camping gear.
There you go. That was the other items he was talking about. Because he says, and other items. I'm like, well, what's that?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, vests and body armor and stuff like that. So this was early in the week. We found this is early last week, and they have arrested more. I think they got 4 people so far. And let's hear, this is Fox News, on the UFC terror ringleader. And, well, there's a convenient little tidbit about his guy. Let's hear.
Here's the file folder that we have on him. Charged with conspiracy to commit murder, conspiracy to commit violence on White House grounds, and an illegal alien from Mexico. He was granted DACA, which is the Dreamer.
He's a dreamer.
That was in 2014 under the Obama administration. He's quite smiley there in his mugshot. What else do you know?
Well, thanks, Dana. I know that I'm very proud of our Douglas County Sheriff's Office investigators that work collaboratively with our partners in the Omaha Police Department and State Patrol to help assist this FBI-led investigation against Abram Alvarez. I mean, this terrorist plot could have endangered the lives of multiple people at the UFC 250 event at the White House that day, and it could have even endangered the life of the president. And what's frustrating for me as sheriff, Dana, as someone who has a statutory obligation to keep my community safe, is that, Alvarez never should have been here to begin with. He shouldn't have been in Omaha or in Nebraska. He was an illegal immigrant who overstayed a visa in 2001. Unfortunately, he was granted DACA status by the Obama administration in 2014. And I think we're seeing now how that policy ultimately placed our nation and my community at risk.
So he's been here since he was a little kid.
Another sheriff I'd vote for. So I don't know. Do you see his mugshot is?
If you painted his hair red,
oh yes,
he would look like a clown,
Carrot Top.
Yeah, no, kind of, but it's almost like I forget which clown it was that had hair like that was red. Whatever. He's a creep.
Krusty.
Yeah, Krusty the Clown. And this guy from Ohio, if you think about it, he's only 19, Tyson Proper. So when Trump came down the escalator, he was what, 9 years old?
Mm-hmm.
So the news has been telling him, the media has been telling him that he's the devil, basically.
Yes. Yes.
All that time.
That's why I just don't get why people can't see this more clearly. When if Hitler was literally in the White House, shouldn't somebody do something? Like if you say it enough times, the crazy people will actually believe it.
Well, yeah, we're on our third or fourth, fifth time that we know
sixth,
of.
Seventh, 19th, whatever. I don't think these guys were ever going to get close to it. I think they're basically just LARPers. But I mean, he's blabbing to his mom. He's going to go on a mission to DC.
Well, if you look at his mugshot, he kind of he looks like he got nicked by the retard gene.
Yeah, he got dropped on his head a little bit.
Yeah.
But the ringleader, he's very happy to be arrested, apparently. So I think they got 4 guys on this plot. All started with the guy from Ohio because he was running his mouth, almost like he wanted to get caught. And we'll see what these guys are going to probably go away for quite some time, I'd imagine.
I would think so. Yeah, for life.
Yeah. It could. So I think I was listening to Tim Pool. They said their plan was to, it was to explode
some drones over the crowd, which would cause them to disperse, scare a bunch of people into running. And then they were going to have snipers on rooftops, which I don't know how they would have got onto rooftops.
Mm-hmm.
But they would have snipers on rooftops shooting at the crowd.
Well, we do know that the FBI doesn't, and the Secret Service they don't worry about rooftops.
Apparently, yeah. Or, who knows? I guess you could go out of a hotel window or something, but those windows probably around there don't open up. Who knows?
I don't think there's any hotels around there.
That's true, too.
Yeah. They would have to go on the roof of some government building because basically surrounding the entire White House is like almost all government buildings are close to it. There are some other things there, but
they didn't really have a plan, but
yeah, it doesn't matter. You're going down.
They had a plan that wasn't executable, I guess.
No, I don't think it was. Yeah, I don't think it was. But still, I mean,
yeah. But you know what? They could pull something like that off somewhere else.
Yeah, but even a failed plot is you could hurt.
Yeah, that's
they're going to explode.
Yep.
They're going to explode drones over 4,000 people. Plus, there was 80 or 90,000 people just outside that that were watching on the screen.
Right.
Actually, heard Rogan describe it in one of his latest.
Yeah, it sounded pretty awesome.
Oh my gosh, he was, talk about being pumped. I can imagine that was first time in UFC history that all 7 matches ended in knockout.
And a storm that was coming split into 2 and went right around DC.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell was that?
And gave it some of the greatty imagery you've seen with sun setting and storm clouds and
lightning strikes.
Lightning strike. It was pretty cool.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah. So there's that. I guess we'll follow up if there's any new news on that, but I can't imagine there's anything
scheduled for like the end of June. Okay. Preliminary hearing on June 29th.
Which will be nothing. So it'll be a few months before you hear anything, probably.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go down to some more Ohio stuff. We touched on this last week. Dewine signs $4 billion capital budget. What the hell is that?
Yeah.
So here's the story. It is, I think it's an Ohio.news story. So Ohio Republican Governor Mike Dewine on Monday signed the capital budget bill for fiscal years 2027-2028, a nearly multi-billion-dollar spending plan that funds projects in all 88 Ohio counties. And so I looked up, what does the Ohio capital budget cover? And it says Ohio's 2-year capital budget funds the construction, repair, and renovation of physical, long-term state and community assets, financed primarily through the issuance of state bonds. The budget explicitly covers. Okay. My question here is, why wasn't this in the state budget that we did last year.
I don't understand. Yeah. I don't get it.
So they're going to borrow basically $3.5 billion in bonds to pay for public education. This is, again, from Google. Renovations and modifications for K through 12 public schools. But I thought we were underfunding schools. Let's see. Health and disabilities, the construction of state. Well, here's a good one. Can we have more of these? The construction of state mental health hospitals. Yeah, we need more of those. Development, mental disability centers, and facilities promoting independent living for individuals and disabilities. A couple more things. Local infrastructure, grants for roads, bridges, water supply. Again, we don't have that in the budget. State facilities and parks, maintenance and upgrade over 76 parks in the country, and community projects, hundreds of localized grants supporting regional entities like museums, theaters, and local parks across all Ohio. Okay.
$560 million for Department of Higher Education.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what largest items are. Nearly $353 million for the Ohio Facilities Construction Commission, $720 million for the Ohio Public Works Commission, $560 million for the Department of Higher Education, and $400 million for the Department of Behavioral Health. Someone needs to explain to me why this is a separate thing. It's really weird that it would be separate. I thought we covered all this stuff in the budget, but I guess not. We need another $4 billion. Borrow $4 billion.
Weird.
Yeah. Feels like one of them there slush funds for all these groups.
Kind of, right.
I mean, some of it I could see. Like mental health and parks and rec and all that stuff is great. But again, we just passed like a $60 billion budget for 2 years. I think totaling over $90 billion when it covers federal money. Anyway, so more money.
Only if Ron Swanson is working for the Parks and Rec do I say this is okay.
What is that? Oh, now I remember. Good show. All right. This one, I don't know. This one, I'm on the fence on, kind of. So here's the story. Dewine is pushing to abolish the death penalty in Ohio. Let's just go right to News Channel 5. This is, of course, Morgan Trow. She has a report here. Let's listen to a few minutes from her.
A new right to life debate in Ohio.
For the state to take a human life, there must be evidence that in doing so, it will help protect the public.
As Ohio's governor switches his stance on capital punishment.
I no longer believe the death penalty is a deterrent to murder.
And calls on state lawmakers or Ohio voters to abolish it. More than 100 people sit on death row in our state after Governor Dewine first pressed pause on executions 7 years ago, citing concerns surrounding the drugs that are used. Now the governor's new stand on capital punishment is stirring up more controversy. So Columbus Bureau reporter Morgan Trow is talking with people on all sides, from victims' families to state house leaders and activists.
You wake up every morning and the person's not there.
Rhonda Whitelock says that she gets through the day through hope alone.
I thought, okay, well, there's going to be justice one day, right?
But that justice has not come. For 9 years, Whitelock has been telling us the story of the brutal murder of her lifelong friend, Suzanne Taylor, who was more like a sister.
You've said that you will not feel relief until he stops breathing. Does that still ring true?
Yes. Why does this man still breathe on this earth after what he did?
George Brinkman pleaded guilty to killing Taylor and her 2 daughters in North Royalton in 2017, as well as murdering an elderly couple soon after.
He gets to live. He gets to breathe. My friend's not here. She doesn't get to breathe. Her children aren't here anymore.
She started writing Ohio Governor Mike DeWine years ago, after he had put an unofficial pause on the death penalty. He never responded, and this week, she says she found out why.
I believe Ohio should abolish the death penalty.
In 1981, DeWine was the architect of the current capital punishment law in the state. But he says it's a broken system, one that has cost the state hundreds of millions of dollars, despite not having executed anyone since 2018. 2018. He adds that research shows that the death penalty isn't a deterrent to crime, and the punishment draws out the legal process for victims' families.
You might be right.
Our money and our energies are much better spent focusing on keeping these repeat violent offenders out of society than focusing on the death penalty.
But the governor, who has 6 more months in office, really has no power to extend his moratorium.
The legislature can take this action.
Ohio Republican leaders have reacted strongly, disagreeing with DeWine.
I will vigorously oppose getting rid of the death penalty.
But the governor brought up another option, putting the idea on the ballot, which some advocates tell us is welcome news. But others, like Kevin Werner with the coalition Ohio Wants to Stop Executions, are against.
I don't think that's the right approach, and it's an astronomical, feat to try to achieve.
It's not because he doesn't think there isn't enough support, but because of how expensive it would be to get the idea on the ballot. But
Really?
Whitelock doesn't think asking voters about the death penalty will go in DeWine's favor.
The people of Ohio will do the right thing.
Brinkman's execution is scheduled for later this fall, but it will likely be pushed back once again.
And Morgan, we know the governor has cited the inability to get these lethal injection drugs as to why there haven't been executions in our state. Other states have made that similar argument. Is that still the case when it comes to these drugs?
Yeah, the governor has a point to an extent. Major pharmaceutical companies do not want their drugs being used to kill inmates. But some other states have gotten around that by using local pharmacies, by putting provisions into their laws that protect the sellers' identities. Lawmakers tell me that if we can't get these drugs, then maybe we switch to using nitrogen gas like Alabama does.
Morgan Trowell, live with us tonight from the Capitol. Appreciate it. Thank you, Morgan.
I'm sure this lady that they're interviewing would happily buy you a box of bullets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
I go back and forth. I don't want the state being the
arbiter of who dies and who lives, basically.
Yeah, well, because you have corrupt attorneys and prosecutors and stuff,
Yeah, but even take that out of it just for a second. Just eyewitnesses. If you look at the history or the science of eyewitness, it's horrible. People do not remember.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, there are cases that are open and shut, but
this example is one of those things where I'm like, no, I don't want it. But this guy admitted to it. No,
he admitted to it, and it was obvious that he did it.
And if you saw the video,
I remember this one because it was right up the street from me, basically.
And if you watch the video in the report, again, crookedrivercast.com, they show a clip of this guy, and he looks like he did. I mean, he looks evil. You look into his eyes, you're like, ooh.
Now that there's plenty of people that are 100%, but there's been too many.
If one's too much, there has to have been many dozens, if not more, of people in the system around the country who've been wrongfully executed.
I'd rather have all of them go free than one person dying for something they didn't do.
Right. The only, I guess, caveat to that is depending on where you're at. I guess if you're in a blue state, you don't have death penalty anyway. So, but when you have continuously hear all these stories of, guy kills. Oh, let's see, guy kills a Ukrainian immigrant on the bus. Let's say North Carolina.
Well, that was on videos. So I'd be like, yeah.
No, I was going towards when you have a DA or a system that continually lets these people out.
Right.
That's where, but I guess if you had that kind of a state, it doesn't matter anyway, because they're not going to be put to death anyway. So
yeah.
Doesn't really matter. But there is that, like, they keep letting these violent offenders out, and then they keep making more, and like 20, 30 times they arrest these people. And
I guess I would rather put the judges that let them out on the
death row.
Yeah. Right?
There you go. I mean,
maybe that's how you cure this.
Yeah, I do agree. I don't think it is a deterrent, because if you're crazy enough to kill somebody, then I don't think you're not going, oh, wait, I shouldn't do this because I might be put to death. No.
You are not, I guess there's plenty of people that plan something, and, those are people that are still crazy. I mean, they're planning to do it. They think they're going to get away, and so the death penalty hasn't stopped them from even planning it or hiring somebody even. It's I'm not. Yeah, I don't think it's much of a deterrent.
Yeah,
and especially a crime of passion where somebody just
you're not thinking at all. You're just reacting. And this guy here, there's no way this guy will. Oh, I'm not gonna. He was just an evil. He just looked like an evil.
Mm-hmm.
Evil
I forget guy. I forget his story. I do remember it happening.
Yeah,
because it was so local.
So that's, and to be honest with you, at this point, no one's getting put to death. But I also want to know, why is it costing us hundreds of millions of dollars to not put these people to death? Because
that makes no sense. I can understand the prison costs, but hundreds.
But they're going to be that way anyway. It's going to be prison costs whether you put them. I mean,
right. That's just weird.
I mean, if you put them to death quickly, it would save money. But
is there that much paperwork that it costs bureaucracy? So much as it costs to go through all that.
Yeah, good question. Like, what the hell costs so much money? Because there was like, well, even though we haven't executed anybody, it's still costing us. Like, no, I think it would have cost that anyway. Anyway, I think it was a bogus point, but
I think so.
Moving along, let's get these next few out of here. Well, conveniently, News Channel 5 again puts up a story here. This is Cleveland Flock license plate reader contract expiring at the end of the month, and Cleveland is not renewing it. That's the big story here. They're not going to renew it. It was a committee vote 3-1 against renewing the contract. I'm shocked. I'm actually shocked that Cleveland decided not to do this. I don't know why, but I just feel like they would be the city that would just say, yeah, we need more policing, we need more government overreach. And
well, I think the politicians want that, but I don't think the residents want that. Right?
Well, I guess, but since when did committee members start listening to their constituents, I guess?
Well, when they're protesting, it's giving them a bad look. If you got Democrats protesting against Democrats, it's not a good look.
And there's the key, because I'm looking at this picture and it's, looks like very white Democrats, old blue hairs mostly. But I give them credit, because Flock No is a great group name.
Sure, yeah.
Flock No,
and it's Orwellian, man. I understand, and there's good things that come out of it, but
yes, and about the same time, News Channel 5 came out with the next story, which is Flock cameras help North Olmsted police track down suspect.
Right. I'm sure. I wonder how much Flock paid News Channel 5 to do this story.
Yeah, are they advertising somehow on news?
Well, hey, 5? You got a bad one. We need a good one in there.
Yeah,
because would have this been a story without the other one?
I don't think so, because it's literally a story about them catching somebody who stole a car.
Yeah,
and I don't think normally that would even make the news.
Mm-hmm.
The part of this story that I kind of stuck out to me was they literally found this guy within minutes of him stealing the car or something like that. It's the way the story was written, or something that, like they flagged them. It flagged that the Flock camera flagged that it was a stolen car. Within minutes, they found him and arrested him.
Okay,
that's what I think. That he stole it and 3 minutes later they caught him.
You're right.
They're saying the camera got caught that this was a stolen vehicle. They radioed the police, and then they caught him in, what's it called? Going, gone parking lot, whatever that is, somewhere in Great Northern Boulevard.
He wasn't going, gone.
No, he definitely wasn't. And whoever they stole, I saw the video. If you watch the article, Crookedrivercast.com at the blog, they like ran the car like twice.
Did they?
The guy's in the parking lot. He tries to escape, and the one cop gets in front of him, and the guy tries to open his doors to another cop. They bumped the car a couple of times.
Oh, okay. I didn't, because
they
didn't say that in the article. But
they're doing what they can to keep the guy there. I get it, but man, I'd be like, damn, what'd you do to my car? Anyway, check it out.
The guy who had his car stolen, probably without the Flock camera, would have just found the car a couple days later, and it would have been fine.
Yeah, he probably got a new car because he would have been insured. It would have been
either that, or a lot of times they recover the car. It's just a joyride for.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't like him. Don't like him at all. I don't think we need to take a picture of every license plate that goes past a certain time just to try to catch some guy who stole a car. Just not.
It can lead to much worse things than good things.
Yes.
That's
but
the
I mean,
problem.
according to Cleveland Police article story for Cleveland City, Cleveland, they've never had any complaints. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we're good then.
Yeah. Okay.
So moving along. Next, our final flock. Yeah, we got the flocks out of the way. Get this flocking thing out of the way. Oh, yes. RTA would like to. Would you be willing to pay more for RTA in your taxes?
I'm not willing to pay any taxes. Well, I guess I do, but
yeah.
No.
But did you know?
I do think public transportation is good, though.
Here, let's hear what News Channel 5 has to say, the RTA. There might be something I learned. There's something I learned out of this clip here. Maybe you'll learn too. I did not know this little tidbit here.
For months, we've been telling you about the Greater Cleveland RTA's plans to address a budget deficit, plans that include cuts to services.
And now the board is considering a solution that impacts everyone in Cuyahoga County, whether they use RTA or not. Tonight, as News 5's John Kosick explains that they're looking here at asking voters to up the county sales tax.
When the RTA was first created more than a half century ago, they went to the voters at the time and asked for a 1% sales tax that, to this day, provides more than 75% of their funding. Voters in 1975 not only approved it, they did so with 71% of the vote. It was the last time they asked voters for money.
Being 51, 52 years old with 1970s funding and being expected, which makes sense, to provide 2026 mobility is a little tough.
Highlighted over the last year as the RTA looked to close a $78 million budget deficit, first proposing a 12% cut to services.
Fund transit now! Fund transit now!
Later reduced to a 3% cut after pushback from riders. But to be clear, if the RTA does nothing, more cuts are on the table in the coming months. That's why the RTA board is being asked to consider going back to voters for the first time in a half century and asking for an either 0.25% or 0.5% increase in the Cuyahoga County sales tax that would raise $70 to $140 million a year for the agency.
Our hope is that we would be able to get to a place that's comfortable and also provide stability financially for the company and also allows us to expand.
The board heard research on both the headwinds and tailwinds it faces the ballot box, some impacted by the perception of public transit, others by who else might be asking voters for additional funds, and the time needed to make the case to voters, which might be difficult if they're looking at this November.
We're about to enter the most expensive gubernatorial and Senate race in Ohio's history, and that's going to eat up a lot of oxygen.
When voters approved that 1% tax in 1975, Cuyahoga County sales tax was only 4%. Today, it stands at a state-high 8%, which makes it a tougher sell, though not to a handful of voters we spoke with.
I think that the RTA doesn't ask for much. I think they do a great job, and if this is going to help them do a better job, then there's nothing wrong with that.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. A little increase isn't going to do anything. RTA is pretty important. People depend on it.
A message the board knows they will have to get out as they decide whether to go forward with the ask of voters, be it this year or next.
We need to be a part of that conversation and tell that story about what it means for our economy to grow. Our economy can't grow if RTA doesn't grow.
In Cleveland, John Kosick, News 5.
Really? Really? Did you know that 1% of our sales tax pays for the RTA in Cuyahoga County?
I had no idea.
Why do we pay anything to get on the thing then?
Yeah. I mean, I think RTA is good. I don't know if they do a good job or not. It's good having it. I know people that use it.
Yes, it is good to have. It is part of a city. You got to have some way to get around. I mean, when I went to Cincinnati, it was kind of cool because they had that free connector that kind of went through the city. It's a great idea. And it was clean and nice. I mean, I took it during the day, of course. I'm not stupid, but she said, well, we got 1970s funding. No, you don't. You get 1% on a sales tax.
Yeah.
That's not 70s funding. That's current funding.
Yeah. That's stupid.
Crap. I'm thinking you need to raise how much you charge.
Yeah.
You're saying it's a company. Or it's a company, right?
Yeah, well, that's what they called it. Companies aren't supposed to. They're supposed to put their hand out to people that want to buy it, not the state.
Yeah, not to the vast majority of people who don't use it, we're already paying 1% sales tax on it. Yeah. I was already kind of against it to begin with, as far as raising it, or at the point I thought they were going to add to the sales tax until I heard that. I was like, oh, we already give them 1%. No, sorry. Cut, raise rates. So there's that. I don't think they'll get it, but they got the people in the, that's part of the problem. That's scary.
If people are going to be voting for this, Cuyahoga is going to pass it.
Oh yeah, it's a pass.
Yeah,
pass.
That sucks.
Did we? That's a good thing. We got to have more taxes.
We are at 8% sales tax, and I thought
State
we
high.
were at, what was that?
It's the highest in the state.
No, I know that, but were we 8.5 and it did like a 0.5% drop off of it?
Yeah, they had a temporary increase to sales tax, and I can't remember why. It was 1/4 or 0.5%, something like that. I can't remember
Something
why.
like that. Yeah, because boy, I remember when it was like 7. I thought that was crazy.
Yeah, but I think we were over 8 we were 8.25 for a little bit. Not too long ago.
Right. Yeah. No, this is BS.
Yeah, I mean,
charge more to the riders, and maybe hire somebody that can make it more efficient.
How about we look at how much your board of directors is making? Make some cuts there.
Well, there's that, but that's probably peanuts. Yeah, I think it's the efficiency. I see too many buses riding around with nobody on there.
Yeah.
Can we have smaller buses since not that many people use them?
Yeah. It's kind of a catch-22 I can see, because if they cut buses, and less chance people are going to use it, because you have a less choice on when to get on and stuff like that. So
I get it. It's a tough call. I don't think taxes is the answer.
No, I think the answer is charge more.
Yeah, I guess so.
You're getting, as inflation goes up and as people buy more stuff, and you're getting a raise too, but you're not increasing it to the people who use it. That's who needs to pay more. People.
I'm sure they can look into the business side of things and make it more efficient too.
Yes, definitely could. I'm sure it would not be.
Government's not known to be efficient.
No, well, it's a company, Tom. It's not.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, it's funded. Whatever.
Yeah, well, it's funded 75% by the government.
Right.
By us, the people, which is the government. Anywho, check it out. More shenanigans, I guess. Moving along to our final part of the show.
We bring good things to life.
Good things segment, Tom. It's the good things segment. And hopefully this trend continues. But first story is, thank goodness local drivers react to dropping gas prices amid U.S.-Iran deal. And so they're looking at national average for a gallon of gas has dropped to $3.99 per gallon. And locally in Warrensville Heights, Fox 8 found $3.42 a gallon at the Get-Go on Miles Road.
Damn. Nice.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago when I was in Cincinnati, it was under 4. It was like $3.85, $3.78.
Yeah, right around me here. It's like $3.89, I think, is the best price I see.
Yeah, let's hope they can keep that price down. It'd be great for summertime.
Oil barrels have, plummeted in cost, but it still needs to go down another
10-15 probably.
Yeah, it's at 76. It should go down another. It would be nice to get it down to
under 70.
What was that? Under 70.
Though.
Yeah, I think it would be like low 60s or upper 50s, but
depends on who you ask, I guess.
Well,
the oil guys will say no.
Well, they're going to drag it out. I also saw that some of the biggest companies that carry oil, the tankers, they're not sending their biggest ships yet for the next month or so. They're waiting it out, probably to see what happens with the
probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Probably a good idea with the recent news. And so check that out. You could check it out when you go fill up your car, I guess.
Yeah, tell us what you're paying.
Yeah, there you go. Tell us what your lowest gas price around is. Shoot us or email crookedrivercast@gmail.com. And finally, on the list, our story list is we got the 4th of July rapidly coming up. It's fast, man. Another couple of weeks, we'll be celebrating 250 years. And here's an article from Cleveland Magazine, 4th of July, Greater Cleveland, your 2026 Independence Day Parade Guide. This will give you a good look at Avon Lake, Cleveland,
Mentor,
Yeah, Mentor, Music Box Fireworks Party.
Yeah, there's some cool stuff.
Yeah.
Westlake, Akron, all burgers. Oh, wait. Akron All-American Burger and Barbecue Festival. Damn.
That sounds good. Good Time 3 dinner cruise you're going to do. Of course, you got Cedar Point.
Oh, this is a great name. Freedom Festival at Victory Park. Damn.
Where is Victory Park?
Let me see.
North
here.
Ridgeville.
It's in North Ridgeville. Cool.
Yeah, a bunch of. I mean, there's a ton. So check it out. It's got to be. There'll be something in your area, most likely. If not, let us know where you're going to be doing for 4th of July. You got traditions you use, or you got something special going on in your community. It'd be cool to hear about what other people are doing. I've got way too many fireworks, so we're gonna have a good old time. Really gonna piss off the neighbors. But that's okay. I mean, you only turned 251, so screw it.
Yeah, 250.
250. And on that happy note, I think that ends the show, Tom. That ends the show. Tell us what's going on in your area. Share the show with your friends. Leave a comment. Crookedrivercast.com. Leave a comment in your favorite podcasting service or app. And share the show with your friends. We really appreciate it. Help it grow. We can use all the help we can get, of course. And send us your thoughts. Crookedrivercast@gmail.com. And on that happy note, we'll talk to you next week.